Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I want everybody to kind of lighten up. We can talk back to each other. At the end, we'll have a kind of a question and answer session, and we're gonna keep this real fun and relaxed. My name is Robert Donaldson. I was born right here in Baton Rouge. Grew up in Scotlandville, right up by the airport. I had a pretty rough go, if you would say. I married my lovely wife Bonnie back in '94. Married, didn't have kids yet. Nice home, couple of nice vehicles, everything going good. And all of a sudden, life decided to throw me what I like to call the change up. Looked like something else was happening, but it turned out to be something totally different. I know many of you in here can relate to that today. You never thought you would be sitting in this room today. Anybody ever thought they would be sitting in here today? No, we never think this kind of stuff would happen to us. But listen, back in 1999, I was an aircraft refueler there at the airport, refueling military aircraft, passenger jets, private jets, whatever came in. I was trained to refuel it. I was always the type of guy who would try to keep myself in shape, run 2 or 3 times a week, work out, lift weights, all that kind of stuff. Like to keep my yard up. And it just was a normal week, you know. Cut my grass, jogging, taking care of my wife, going to work. And all of a sudden, I got a sore throat one night. And so I figured, hey, this is just maybe a cold or something coming on, you know, no big deal. But man, this sore throat and everything started to get really, really rough on me. So I started to get chills and fever and kind of like, wow, man. My wife saying, "What do you think we need to go to the ER?" You know, we guys, you have to be almost dead to go to the ER. So I was like, no, I'll be okay. So finally I got so bad until I say, hey, let's go to the ER. You know, I must have been really sick if I wanted to go to the ER. So off to the ER we go. Doctor writes me a script saying you have the flu, you know, so take 2 aspirins, call me in the morning, that kind of stuff. So back home I go. And so I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna have to miss work. I enjoyed my job. I'm gonna have to miss work, so I called in, stayed home that day. But man, throughout that day, I became worse and worse, throwing up, couldn't keep Gatorade down, you know, all the different home remedies everybody tell you to drink, Sprite and all of that different stuff. So by the next night, man, I was heading downhill fast. And so my wife says, "You think we need to go to the ER again?" I said, "Yeah, I believe we do." So she cut the light on, and this was really scared me. She said, "Oh my God." I'm like, what? She said, "Your nose is turning blue." I was like, "Blue? What do you mean my nose is turning blue?" And so she said, "Can you get up?" I was like, "Yeah, I can get up. Give me a pair of warm-ups or something." So I go to get up. And man, this is when life really took a turn for the worse for me. I go to get up, and I fall back down on the bed. I was like, wow, what in the world going on here? So I go to mad now. I go to get up again, fall back down on the bed. Just that fast, I couldn't feel my feet. I'm wondering, man, what in the world is happening to me? So off to the ER we go. We're going to fast forward a little bit now. So I get to the ER. They have all this paperwork and all this stuff. You know how they want you to do. Fill this out, go over here. I was like, ma'am. I could barely talk. I was like, ma'am. She's like, yes. I said, if I go over there, I'm not going to make it. So she looked at me. She's like, get him to the back. So we went to the back real fast, and all these people running around, checking all my vital signs, all this different stuff. And I'm trying to be cool, you know, because I didn't want to get my wife and family and everybody all upset. But they go to check my blood pressure, and from what my family was telling me, my blood pressure was like 40/50 or something. I was like, what? And they go to check my sugar level. They couldn't even get it to register on the machine. So I'm like, man, what in the world is going on? Then all of a sudden, something really, really crazy happened to me. All of a sudden, she said, "What's wrong?" I was like, I can't breathe. And man, I don't know if you ever been there before, but when you can't breathe, boy, that's one of the scariest things you could ever imagine. And so I just kind of pass out. And a couple of weeks later, I wake up in this strange room with all of these tubes and things down my nose and on my hands and feet and fingers and these little machines, boop, boop. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? So the doctors and all would come in and roll this big machine in. I'm like, well, what is that? And, I couldn't talk like this. I was like, oh, what is that? It was like, oh, that's a dialysis machine. Your kidneys are shut down. I'm like, what? Like, I'm 30 years old. And then they would come in and roll me over and clean me up and do all this different stuff, hyperbaric treatments, and man, you name it, I had it. I've been poked and prodded, I don't know, from the rooter to the tutor, man, I tell you. And nothing seemed to work. They were constantly coming in and giving me bad news. And the thing that really shocked me, they said, Robert, man, it looks like you may have to have your legs amputated. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up now. This is too much here. What do you mean? It says, no, you have no circulation to your feet. I'm like, what? So I raised my arms up and I'm like, what's going on here? My arms were twice that normal size. And it says, oh, by the way, you don't have any circulation to your fingertips. I'm like, man, what in the world is going on? So we go through all of this different stuff. And I would tell the doctors, okay, if it was Monday, I would tell the doctors, by Friday, if I don't have any circulation, I'll have it done. And man, I would pray like crazy, Lord, please let heal my legs. Please do whatever, perform a miracle in my life. I'm believing you to heal my legs by Friday. And Friday morning, I would wake up and roll those covers back. Feet were as black as these warm-ups I had on. Wow. And I would tell them again, okay, by next Friday, if it's not back, I'll have it done again. Same thing would have happened. I was like, man, I need another opinion. So they fly me off to the specialist in Covington on a helicopter. And we get there, he comes in the room, takes one look at him, says, son, sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it. He says, I have opening in the morning. And immediately I said, yes, I'll take it before I can talk myself out of it. So off to the operating room I went, man, scared, wondering, could I walk again? How would I walk again? How would I function? I'm just 30, don't have kids yet. This is a lot going on. So have the surgery, wake up that evening, pull the covers back, and like, wow. Cannot believe that this has happened to me. Just like many of you saying today. Wake up in the morning, look at that limb before you put your prosthesis on it. 17, 18 years later, sometimes I'm still saying, I cannot believe that this has happened to me. So a week later, have 6 fingers amputated. It's like, man, this is just too much. They said, we have an opening in Baton Rouge at what's Health South Rehab. This is now Baton Rouge Rehab. It used to be Health South Rehab. And here I come here, new, fresh, not knowing what's going on, people rolling me around. I hated that. Hated that. Don't touch my chair. I don't know what it was, but don't touch it, I got it. I don't know, maybe it's just a man thing, but I hated that. And that I use that to motivate myself. I know a lot of people in here right now. I got it. Okay, anybody? All right. Yeah, there's just something about it. You got to do it for yourself. So I come here, meet Mary Lou, meet everybody. Man, I didn't tell them, but I am so scared. I don't know what's going on. So I get here, and I wasn't looking like I do right now. As a matter of fact, I was more like this, you know.